Because of Jalen Hurts, we were talking dynasty in Philadelphia. But we're only 2 Super Bowls away from that, right? And there has been a growing conversation, some way, somehow, WIP. What's the other one? 97.5. Talking about Jalen's contract already. Now, he is under contract to 2028, but the contract conversation is coming up now because of in Jalen's contract after this upcoming new year, he doesn't have any more guaranteed money on his contract on the last 2 years of his deal. So the question is coming up now, do you re-sign Jalen Hurts right now? And it was a weird, let me see, I'll bring up that graphic actually that I shared in our chat. It was a weird graphic that came out of sports radio where it might have been more than 90%, bro. It might have been like 95% of the staff chose not to re-sign Jalen Hurts.
Extend him.
I'm sorry, not to extend Jalen Hurts. Only 2 people out of, I don't know, 12 said that they would. And I'll get this graphic up just to show you what the type of conversations that are happening here in Philadelphia, obviously surrounding the quarterback, as it always does. And when you look at this, you got to ask yourself, and just digging in more to my guy down there's point. He had a big stink about this. That we have no idea, and it has not been confirmed. So we have to pretty much say that it has not happened yet. That nobody has requested anything about a contract, restructure, or extension from Jalen's camp, from what we know so far. And there's the graphic right there of giving a contract extension to Jalen Hurts, which is super surprising how many people are on the right versus the left. And I think this graphic is perfect with what Jalen's holding, Super Bowl champion and MVP, because the disrespect here is apparent. The disrespect here in Philadelphia is very apparent. Whether you're an analyst, whether you're a fan, whether you're a content creator, if you are on the no side, and I have been a critic of Jalen since day one, and I will always be a critic of Jalen since day one. But if you think, and I said this about AJ, but let's just stop. If you think the Philadelphia Eagles are better without Jalen Hurts as the quarterback, we have a serious problem of you wearing Eagles green. Like, we have to be, like I say this before, we have to be honest about ourselves when we talk sports and try our best not to let our emotions and our fandom get the best of us. And just think. We see how a franchise looks like without a franchise quarterback. Jalen Hurts, whether you like him or not, whether you like the numbers or not, whether you like 150 yards passing, is a franchise quarterback. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a Super Bowl MVP. And he is the common denominator on the good side and the elite side of why the Eagles have had so much success these last couple of years. I can argue everybody else, but the common person in the equation is Jalen Hurts. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. That is a fact. We went to the Super Bowl with A.J. Brown being hurt the majority of the year. We won the Super Bowl. I'm sorry to say, because we did go to the Super Bowl the year before, 2 years before that, with him playing all 17 games. But still, he is the common denominator. He makes the engine go. Again, I can argue all I want about other players, but there's no doubt in my mind, and I will not stand by and see this disrespect that I'm saying on this screen right now of not giving Jalen Hurts a contract extension. We have to be out of our goddamn mind if we won't pay up what this man is due. And if that means he becomes the highest paid quarterback in the league, whether it be average, guaranteed money, years, he absolutely deserves it. Because of Jalen Hurts, we were talking dynasty in Philadelphia. The conversation of dynasty was in Philadelphia. His name is only being mentioned with greats. Nobody else. Not Sam Darnold's. Not anybody else. But the greats of how he started. The Pat Mahomes, the Tom Brady's. So, I just want to make that very clear about how I feel about Jalen Hurts, because I know you've seen me say a lot. But I want to just make sure that I say that very clearly, that this is absolutely disrespectful to Jalen Hurts, that we're having this conversation. Not that we're having this conversation, but the conversation is really of not wanting Jalen Hurts really here anymore at this point. Because if you don't give him a contract extension, what exactly are you saying? And to me, you're saying that you're ready to move on from Jalen Hurts and pretty much hit the reset button. Because there ain't no free agents. And even if there was, if it ain't somebody elite, then what are we talking about? So I wish I should have put a graphic here to have my big ass face on that yes side, because that's where the face of Nate Moss and MoneyPot should be. Absolutely, you give Jalen Hurts a contract extension, and if he becomes the highest paid player again, then it is what it is. I don't know if I wrapped that up for you, bro. I don't know if you got anything else to add to that, but I just needed to get that off my chest to make sure that I put that not only out there in the world of the internet and social media, but it is stamped where I stand on this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we had a conversation earlier. Obviously, we always are chatting. I just find it exhausting. I find it very embarrassing as a fan, as an Eagles fan. And if I am Jalen Hurts, and this is a real shout out to Jalen Hurts. Jalen, I don't even know if you need to have an extension or accept an extension here at the Philadelphia Eagles. That's kind of where I feel. I feel like but those that have the platform, such as our own home sports radio, 94 WIP, and I don't want to put that on 97.5 because I didn't see if they were doing that either or saying anything. This graphic here,
they're having the conversation and they're split. Still, okay. They're split.
This graphic right here just kind of shows you why Philadelphia struggles to have stars. This is it. You're talking about the historically best quarterback to ever put on the Eagles green. Matter of fact, he is the best quarterback to ever put on the Eagles green. And a year away from winning a Super Bowl, this is what our sports radio is putting out there. Not even a contract conversation that nobody's talked about. We didn't hear anything from the Eagles organization. We didn't hear anything from Jalen's camp. It's just talking pieces, and you're seeing what's happening here. So when we wonder why we struggle to get the big name to come in Philadelphia, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, these are the reasons, because we criticize our players to the utmost when all they do, or at least a good amount of them, show up every single day as they can when they're healthy and play the best and hardest that they can. And you can't get a better example than Jalen Hurts, who's never missed the playoffs since he's been a starter, who's done nothing but win games here since he's been a starter, has been to 2 Super Bowls within 5 years as a starter, and won one as a starter. Super Bowl MVP. I can't continue to go on for us to sit here and look at this and say we shouldn't extend the best Eagles football player to ever grace the uniform. That's idiotic to me. It's embarrassing.
Bold statement.
It is. I mean, who's done what he's done? Tell me who. What quarterback in Philadelphia history has done what he's done?
It's fair.
What quarterback in Philadelphia history has went to 2 Super Bowls? I'll wait.
No, it's fair. It's a fair.
Right. What quarterback has went to 2 Super Bowls and is a Super Bowl MVP? And tell me what quarterback in the Philadelphia history has not missed the playoffs as a starter?
Yeah.
And this is what we're looking at. And he's extended. He's a contract through 2028. If I'm telling Jalen anything, hey Jalen, before you even think about an extension, think about if you really still want to be here and be wanted, because we're not showing you that. And that's coming from an Eagles fan. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think we deserve it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's
because it's not something, it's something else. It's not, if it's this, it's not that. If it's that, it's this. It's like he has to answer. It's just constant.
It's multiple layers, right? Because it's being the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles comes with its own thing. And then, there's the business side of it too. And then not even that, he's got to push forward because he's a black quarterback too. So there's a little bit layers to everything to this.
But where are you supposed to get your support from, Moss?
Oh, from the organization.
And who else you would think?
Like the fan base?
Even your fans and even your home radio network. They should be protecting you.
Just the city itself.
The city itself.
Yeah.
Fine, if you get the outside noise from Cam Newton not thinking he's a lead or ESPN thinking he's not and all that, cool, that's cool. But when you get inside the city, unless he is doing, something
man, we did it to Donovan.
It's not an excuse.
I'm not making an excuse, but we did it to Donovan. We did it to Randall. Like that's what we do.
And that's a problem to me. As I get older and now I understand, I can't sit here and be blaming cats why they don't want to come and play in Philadelphia. This